checking if I'm actually live. It says I'm live. But let's see. Hey, Christy. All right, give me a second. I've just started and I'm so new to lives. It's like, oh my God, I wasn't sure if I was actually live or not. Welcome to my FlossTube. And I am going to flick some windows. No, I want you over here. And then I want to be able to see. All right. Hello, Tanya. Yeah, this is not how I usually do FlossTube, but I'm so lagging in actually recording. I thought, oh, what the heck? I don't think Dave is live. Sorry, looking at my hair. So I thought, it's a different topic anyway. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to have to put my hair up because I'm too hot. Hello, Rachel. The Peanut Gallery is also here. I'm not sure if he's going to go down and play with his printer. Or not.
Why not get a beer and watch the show?
You'd get a beer and watch the show. Yeah, I wish. No, I have my tea. Get your cuppas. I know it's a bit unexpected. I actually had tried to schedule this for 2 o'clock. Yeah. So, to give me a few minutes. So I've got my bucket of tea. It's too hot. And I've got water in case I need it and start choking. So I was just going to go into my flossy stuff. What I might do is get the keyboard off the table so that it doesn't get squashed. And I've got magazines, I've got stitching, I've got wool. I think I brought it over. I've got all the things. I've got quite a few of my stitch alongs up to date, although I'm behind on Peppermint Purple and the Steady Thread. I need to catch up on those. Possibly today, if I get my videos out. My videos are my priority today. Let's go into the mail haul of stitchy, thready kind of thing. When this video is finished, it will actually be on my channel as a FlossTube, so if you want to talk other topics over there, feel free to jabber away. This is part of my thread club that I get once a month. I actually only get 4 of them. There are 5 from my local needlework shop, or my LNS as you might see them in abbreviation. Hello, Anne. So Avura Soy is the silk, and there is an actual unboxing. Hey, Pammy. Hey, Rachel Ann. There is an unboxing or unbagging of this in more detail, so I'm not going to give you everything in extreme, but these are the colors of this month, and they are 165, 163, 161, 146, and 202. So they are Avura Soy Dalgère silk. They feel divine, absolutely divine. The classic colorworks come in alphabetical order as best as the girls can do, and as I mentioned on that video whenever it goes out, I actually have an app on my Android called Stash Cache, so S-T-A-S-H Cache, C-A-C-H-E. And what I'm doing is logging all my patterns that I've got in kitted up form, and I am putting in all of the flosses. So I entered in all 400 odd DMCs in number order, including the new ones, and then I also entered in all of my Avura Soy, all of my classic colorworks, all of my weak style works, and all of my gentle art thread. You can actually link the pattern that you put it into as well. Thank you, Christy. You can link the pattern that you put all of the threads into, and what it means then is if you go into your stash and you're looking for 666 and you don't know what kit it might be in, it will actually tell you in a little footnote what kit it's possibly in or what pattern it's listed for. So it's really, really helpful. So Stash Cash is awesome. Now, if I mention anything, I do have a page that I've done. It's a bit like Rachel's Link Haven, but it's a Google document. The address for it is in the description for any of my FlossTube yarn links and all the rest. So just follow that and you can get the rest of the things. So all of my works in progress links are there, all of the base sites where you can buy them from, all of that kind of jazz, as much as I can think of. And if I'm missing anything, please let me know. And you can then, hang on, let me do some, no, thinking, oops. There you go.
Butterfly moment.
Yeah, butterfly moment. Sorry, Christy, I've just given you a wrench. So yeah, you can put everything in and it keeps everything classified and easy to find, you think. It took a day. It took hours. This one is called Barrel Cactus. I will try and fold it up and show against my hand. This camera here will focus and change, whereas the other one is on a fixed focus. So that's Barrel Cactus. It's a light green. This one is Bean Sprout, and it's a funky yellow green. Bejeweled is gorgeous. It's a dark jade kind of green. This one is Bella Rose. Now these also come with a CCT number, so a Classic Color Works thread, I suppose, CCT, and then the number, so you can fine tune them on the site. So that's a pinky blush and it's gorgeous. This one is called Betty Bluebell, and the camera really picks up the really good variation on these. It's cool. And then this one is called Bing Cherry, and it's got the dual tone of the maroon and red. Hey Jeremy, I'm doing all things flossy. I didn't see Dave go live, and look, it's a different kind of topic as well, so I wasn't sure. Hang on just a second. I have just realized that I'm not seeing the live chat. It said earlier it was live and then it went, and it was like, what? So yeah, just doing a FlossTube just cause, and I need to catch up on my videos, and FlossTube was overdue for March. I usually try and do it on the first Saturday of the month. This one is Blue Coat Blue. Now, maybe some Americans can explain this. You had the red coats, or we had the red coats in England. Is blue coat a particular thing to do with fighting or army or war or something? Because I've got a Blue Coat Blue and there's a Blue Coat Red, which is actually quite pink. So I wasn't sure if it was a war kind of colour or not. Jeremy, if you're asking me, I'm good. I'm just home from work. I'm working 5 hours a day, and everyone got an early minute today because it's actually a public holiday in half of Australia. It's Labour Day. Sorry? The chipmunk spoke. Bullfrog is a really weird mottled green, which is actually similar to Bean Sprout, like really, really similar to Bean Sprout. So it's quite funny how some of these colours are as alike to others. Hello, Rachel, if I didn't say hi to you. Busy Lizzie is a gorgeous pink. Oops. And then Blue Jeans is this funky blue, which actually looks like denim. It's got the variegation that you'd expect in a good denim. And then Blue Suede is this beautiful navy. And yeah, I know the blue goes with the nails this month round. Alright, now the last one in the February thread collection. These are available internationally. My local stitch shop does do these internationally. But because the Weeks Dye Works, the Classic Color Works, and the Simply Shakers Gentle Arts, they're all US based. Hey Rob! And I call you Robbie, just, I don't know, just for shits and giggles, to be honest. But I'm good, Rob, thanks. Black Licorice is as black as they come. I don't know how similar that is. Now these are overdyes as well, so I'm not sure how or what they have put on that, whether it's on a black DMC or what the heck. So blue coat means a Union soldier. Okay, so are there two colors with the red and the blue? Is it part of the uniform or something? Because like I say, I've heard of red coats but never heard of blue coats, and I wasn't sure if it was a US based thing. This one is called Blue Jay, and these do actually have colors as like the numbers for categorizing as well. So I will put all of the details in. The good thing with Stash Cache that I started talking about, Stash Cache will hold the title of the thread. So if you're doing DMCs, the next, when you got to add the next color, it will actually pre-populate that DMC, and the same with Soy, which saves you writing, which was handy. This is Bluebell. I think there was another one that was called Bluebell. Betty Bluebell. Different numbers, or different colors, and different fabrics, or flosses. This is Blueberry, which is purple. It's kind of like blueberry bubblegum. That kind of weird color. Brandy is gold, not like a brandy. Be like a very bad brandy. There's some really gorgeous colors in here, Christy. Avocado is a weird yellowy kind of green. So they are the thread clubs. If you missed it, and look, I know not everyone here is into cross stitch or anything, but if I've got floss people looking afterwards, the link is in the description as a Google Docs form, so you can go check that out. Now, I also got a pattern from my local needlework shop. This I absolutely loved. We've got the expo happening, or it's happening right now over in the US, the Needlecraft Expo right now. And part of checking that out, I went onto my local needle workshop, and she had this. This is from Heartstring Samplery. Oops, go to the other side. And it's basically called Sunday Stitches. It's a year-long stitch-along. This one is Amazing Grace, and the text there says, "'Twas Grace that brought me safe thus far, and Grace will lead me home." Every month, Heartstring have a new hymn, and it will be going out at some point this month, but all 12 of the names of the hymns have been released, and I absolutely adore them all. So I've actually contacted my needles shop and said, hey, can you put my name down for all of them for the rest of the year? Because it was all kinds of feel-good kind of stuff. Now, if any of you follow me on Instagram, you will know, or even on my page. If you don't already follow my page, let me just say, I get a lot of friend requests on Facebook. I'm not accepting them. I'm keeping my Facebook account private, but I do have a Facebook page that you can follow, and to be honest, I actually post on the Facebook page. I don't post on my personal page anymore. So if you do want to connect with me, please like the page and follow, and then you'll see everything. So do that, please. So on the page and on my Instagram, I have become a Black Needle Society VIP. And part of that, Rachel is a rep, and there are a few others. Michelle Bendy Stitchy is also a rep, and that kind of thing. So part of the boxes that they do on a bi-monthly basis, the subscription boxes, they had these diaries on the website, and this is just like a stamp on the notebook. But it was just a little notebook that they had, that I didn't have a notebook at the time, but it's got your ribbon and it's got the elastic, and yeah, it's all kinds of handy for keeping your stuff together. And because it says stitch, so it says a stitch a day keeps the late crazy away. So I may or may not actually use that this year. I did actually use a diamond painting notebook with the special drills on it. It looks really, really cool. So there's that. All right. I think I'm on fabric already. Now, I did show this this video has gone live. This is from Stitch Me, and that is from Mystic, so I will leave that just for 2 seconds. Alright, so Stitch Me, I had a haul of blue stuff. Thank you, Christy. I don't know why I was so hung on the blue stuff, but it happened. So I've got 16 count Ada. Most of these are 16 count because that's just my sweet spot. So this is a fat quarter. It's Ada 16 count. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's pale blue. And again, if you want to see these opened out of the plastic, you can go to the video where I actually unbag these and show them in more detail. This is a much more vivid blue. It's a 16 count Ada, again fat quarter, and I just have a number 195. This is opal. This is 16 count, so it's got all the bling in it. These are gorgeous, and the mottling that's on it is, you know, the kind of greeny kind of mottle through the blue. And then, excuse me, this is Lugana. Now I'm a little bit terrified of using Lugana, but I do have a really good light over me on the couch. So Lugana is getting into the kind of, you need to use, this is 32 count. You go over 2, so it's working like a 16 count effectively, and it's a much finer feel, and it's gorgeous to work with because it's so soft. So there are those. I need to catalogue these somehow as well, and Stash Cash can do that. You can actually put fabrics into it, which is really, really handy. Mystic. Misty is doing some sales at the moment. She does most of them, like they call them Sunday games on Misty's. Brandy is Stitch Me chick, and she has Friday night fight night, and it's like first in first served for a me please. And then if you purchase that weekend, you can then go into the giveaways, and there it's just a raffle kind of draw that she does. This is Lemongrass. This is an opal 16 Ada, and it's a little bit bigger than a fat quarter. It's 18 by 29, and because it's got the red on there, you know it's a Zweigart Ada. That might be it for my fabric. It's been a slow mail month. This is yarn. This is darn good yarn, and again, these months have all been unpacked. So what I do is I unpack them as they come in, do the videos, and then I dump them for the FlossTube, kind of everything you see. So this is Violet Peach. This is the one that I actually put up on Darn Good Yarn on my video saying purple and orange. The colors are just awesome. It's a really chunky yarn, but the pattern that you get this month was brilliant. You also get a freebie with them, which is the butterfly buttons. So they're a semi-gloss. The yellow is a gloss, the green is a gloss. This grey kind of thing is a bit more of a matte. And then those white blobs in the wings are matte as well. And they are from buttonmad.com or incomparablebuttons.etsy.com. So if you're after fancy buttons, they're clay, pottery, fired, whatever. This is for a notebook cover. And you can see that that one does the square. There's pictures in here because these are Indian artisans. It's a waste yarn that they recycle. No, Robbie, I will use Robbie if that's fine. It's the only one I write when I'm on my phone, because I can't tag people on my phone because it's, you know, I don't know, YouTube app or something stupid, which is really frustrating. So I just put the Rob and then the capital E. I don't know, stupid brain of mine. But you can knit or crochet these bag covers that could fit your phone or a notebook. So that is Darn Good Yarn, and that is box 22. So with Darn Good Yarn, if you start subscribing to the Darn Good Yarn, every box number 1 is the same, every box number 10 is the same. So I don't know where my first 6 boxes ever went, but you can look at all my boxes. I've got them all numbered on the videos now, so you can go and have a check and go, do I want to get this box or do I want to skip this month, and all of that kind of jazz. There's a few people out there that have videos for that, but Darn Good Yarn is really cool because it's $10 for the box and $10 for shipping for this. Okay, But what you're actually doing is you're helping give employment to the women in India as a business enterprise. So they're recycling the waste yarn of the silk. So it's all silk. They're recycling that, and yeah, it's just a way to kind of give back to the community. I think the value is, you know, it's pretty there. Well, they say that the yarn is $16 and they say that the gift is $10-15. I mean, okay, in reality they don't buy them for that, but if you were to purchase them separately, that's what you'd be paying. So, you know, if that's the kind of thing that you would do, then do that. Christy, if you want to learn how to crochet, Marissa, Crafty Heifer has some really good tutorials. And the corner to corner, look, I thought the corner to corner looked really hard. Linda, Dreamer, she was kind of going, oh, it's so easy. And I'm kind of thinking, I really struggled. I started it, I frogged it. I think I must have done that about 10 times. I had her video on extra slow. This is Marissa. And I was still not getting it. And then suddenly it clicked and it was so easy. The first time I did do crochet, I actually tried an amigurumi. So it was a little red apple. It was an apple for the teacher for one of the kids in school. And that was my first one. And I actually had to get a friend of mine sit on my couch next to me while I was doing the magic circle and learning how to crochet. She was amazing. And yeah, crocheting is quite easy if you just go slowly. And Fiber Flux as well have some fantastic tutorials. There are some brilliant tutorials on YouTube. So don't be afraid of crocheting. And, you know, like the corner to corner, to do a blanket, and I know the temperature blanket is knocking around quite a lot. The corner to corner it's quite an easy workup. I actually have my blanket from last, I think it was summer. It was summer here. It was winter 2020, the beginning of 2020 when we started it last year, and I've actually got it on the couch now, and it's the purple. And yeah, corner to corner, well, yes, it's easy, but it's also easy to make mistakes. So I went in and I forgot to flip it the right way, so I was getting all confused and it wasn't working. So when you twist it, you have to twist it a certain direction and then it lines up and it's perfect again. And yeah, so it's just a matter of knowing where the twist is, and again, just follow the tutorials. And yeah, Marissa does some really good videos. So definitely check that. And yeah, it is, and it's a nice, it's a really nice stitch too. Now this is Knit Crate. Knit Crate do a variety of follow alongs or subscription boxes. I have just started getting a new subscription from them, in that I've gone for the eco version of the subscription box. So I actually pay less and more gets given back to both the environment and the project, and I don't pay quite as much. I think it's $1.50 cheaper. But what I do is I get my mail in one of these, which is a compostable recycler envelope. Okay, and I didn't realize that I hadn't blanked out my address. So this is the November. This came really slow. So there was these 4 chunky yarns. I'll show them to the front camera. There were these 4 chunky yarns. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. They do have projects on them. It is chiaroscuro. I know, it was a nightmare to say the first time around too. There's a QR code, and if you go to knitcrate.com/pages/ chiaroscuro patterns, golly, QR code there. If you go there, you can follow along on the pattern and you can see what they make. It looks like a beanie, and it's using all 4 of those colors. So yeah, crazy. But what they do is they will actually plant a tree, and they will tell you the region of the world where they're planting a tree, and the trees planted included in this month initiative is mahogany, cedar, Guanandi or Santa Maria, Bully Tree, Puteria, Sweet Gum, Evergreen Tree, Chew Stick, Velvet Tamarind, and Allspice and more. So it's kind of going into reforestation as such. So that was the Eco Box on that, and the links are all in that Google Doc page that I've got on my down in my description. I'm glad you're here, Rob. This one was January. This was December. I know, or so. Squad Goals. This actually has was it Spirulina? Stellina. Stellina is, oops, the cat hair glitter. It goes everywhere. It's like cat hair. They're short little strands of the silver bling. It's an Aldine wool. It is not quite as chunky as that previous wool, but it is still a worsted weight, I think. This colorway is roller skates. You get the same dye lot, and they are having a problem getting the February and March. They're a little bit mixed up with shipping. And this one actually came with a free gift. I think you get a free gift on all of them, but they're, you know, they're usually kind of small, like they're a button, or I think we've got some washing solution, that kind of thing. But yeah, this one came with a bag. So I actually keep, well, you'll see my floss stuff or my knitting stuff. I actually keep it in a bag for the car, and something like that would be really handy because you can pull it out of the bag and it doesn't make lots of noise in the car. So this one, the link is knitcrate.com, pages, squad goal, patterns, and then there's the QR code. So there's that if you want to go there. Again, these are on each of my unboxings, so there's more details and links and everything else. This one, 100 species of trees will be planted per hectare in Sao Paulo. And these trees were going to be, oh God, Latin. Scinis terebinthifolia, Inga marginata, Anna denanthera, Macrocarpa, Acacia, Campomenesia fea, Mimosa scabrella, Octio odifera, sorry, Cedrella affilius, and endangered species such as Araucaria angustifolia. Yeah. That one makes a scarf. So you've got the scarf with the bling and would be all kinds of cool, especially coming into winter. So there's that. Knit Crate is what? I think it's $20 a month for that. But check it out. I don't give prices because most of my viewers are actually from the States and I've got Australian prices, so they don't correlate anyway. So just go onto the site. The details will be in the description. And you can check out Knit Crate, and I think if you subscribe through my link I might get a free month or something like that, so excuse my vagueness for not knowing. What am I into? Alright, stitch alongs, you ready? This is, no, hang on, I will find my wool and get that one out of the way. Where is my, I thought I grabbed it. Didn't I grab my knitting? I hate it. Marcus, did I leave my knitting in my work bag? No. By the, on the crate. Yeah. I don't know where my knitting is. Oh, hang on. I know I grabbed other things. Oh. I put my knitting. I'll see if I'll find it as I go through my bags. Maybe I threw it and it fell somewhere. So alright. Steady thread. Now I'm behind this by 2 weeks. Sorry, I'm trying to find the fabric in. This is all full of floss. And the steady thread is literally just asking for, well, use whatever color you like. So this is Bee Stitch Me. This is called Tree Hugger. It's awesome. It's bright, it's blingy, it's green. And yeah, this is the garden layout of steady thread, and this is the top where I've got my red Zweigart border. So each of these is a different flower for the month. So you've got hops, foxgloves, chrysanthemum, tulips, I think that one is, strawberry. I can't remember what those ones was. Cosmos, I think, might have been one of them. So yeah, you get a different flower each month. No, each week. They're doing it weekly now. I don't see enough of reminders, even though my reminders are actually turned on to see them. I don't get enough reminders to keep up with that one. Hey, Ali. So that is the Steady Thread Botanical Stitch Along. Now, the Steady Thread Botanical Stitch Along actually has four different kind of entities within it. So you can do the garden layout, you can do hexagons, you can do squares, I think that's it, and you can also do vases. Now with the vases, you get a vase one month and then you get the flower the next month, so they kind of go together. So you end up with, or sorry, one fortnight, so you'll end up with 26 vases in the end. If you go on to the Steady Thread group, which again should be linked on that Google document, you'll be able to see how it actually works. And that is where I mixed up my Claire's. Claire Bradshaw is the Steady Thread chick, and Claire Ardali is the Peppermint Purple chick. So this one is this year's Peppermint Purple Stitch Along. This is on Through the Stones from Bee Stitch Me, which is gorgeous. It is so soft. It is one of my softest Zweigart Adas. It's a 16 count, I think, as well. This is the square layout, and this is border number 3, and I have added my own colors into border number 3, but all of those colors in the border are actually within the cell as well. So where that needle is what I need to catch up with. I need to get that done. That was released last Wednesday. They only take about an hour to do for the small squares, and then the rectangles are, you know, roughly double the time. And what I'm also doing this time around is, so I think this is week 1, and then what I did was take thread from week 1 into week 2, and then from so 2 is blended with 1 and 2, and then 3 is blended with 2 and 3, so it's those 2 rectangles. And then one of these was the same color, I think, for both of the weeks. So that's what I'm doing as a little bit of a join the kind of dots sort of thing. You can do whatever the heck you like. You can do it all in black if you want. But there is a kit that Claire was selling. This is the kit, so it's the thread kit. It's all the colors that you need, and she was selling these for next to, I don't know, about £20 maybe. And I thought it was good value for money, getting all of the colors that I needed without having to worry about dismantling other kits. This one is one that Jessie Gee, Mislaid Pages, actually was initiating this one. I started it and I did a bit of an oops. The orientation is wrong on this. And this is Worker Bees. This is on Claire's page, Peppermint Purple. And the orientation should actually be that way around, but I didn't. But it will just about fit. And all I did was get the hexagons started. I haven't actually done any more. It was supposed to be for February, if I've got the pronunciation right. Danielle, I don't know if you're doing this. Hello, by the way. I don't know if you're doing any of the other things. Hello, Universe of Stitchers. Now, I don't think I know you. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to get there eventually. It's probably not high on my list of to-dos, to be honest. I thought I would try and join in, but the bees are really cute. I can actually show you what it's going to look like, though, because That's all kinds of cool. That is what it's going to look like. Oops. Come on, focus. Daft camera. So you got the little bees, and it's all just black. So you can put colour in if you like, or you can just leave them plain. Blackwork is very much up to... Peppers! No way! Long time no see. Oh my god. Where have you been? So yeah, you can do what you like with blackwork. It's cool. You're not doing the bees one? Did I not enable you enough this morning? Oh, that was so much fun, to be honest. Now, Danielle, are you doing Clouds Factory? Are you ready? I mean, seriously, are you ready? This is Clouds Factory. There is no Planet B. Oh my god. I'll figure out which way the camera goes eventually. That way, that way. There we go. All right. Now, if I could hold that and point to it, that would be brilliant. Do you see this tree? Nope. That tree there, right? That is an okapi, and that is a black-footed ferret. This is a black rhino, and below the black rhino on the water is a sea otter. And then March was the puffin and a Sundra pangolin. Okay, this is a 12-month stitch along. Hey, Sandra! This is a 12-month stitch along. It is so stinking cute. This is by Clouds Factory. Now, I have been told you can buy the full kit. Yeah, I know, Christy. It's been ages since we've seen peppers. Look, seriously, Clouds Factory, there is no Planet B. You can buy the kit from them. You can buy just the pattern from them. I have been told that people in the States, the fabric might be worth getting from Clouds Factory, but you can probably buy the yarn or the floss for a lot cheaper. She may be a little bit overpriced. I think it may have been $50 for the whole kit. For that, but what I was getting was the picture this plus fabric, which is only a wholesale fabric anyway, and it suited the kit, so it was just as easy for me to get all of them. So that's what I got with that. Hang on. Universe of Stitchers, your Gerald? Is it Gerald? Yes, because you've been rescuing all these plants. I had a cleaner take out my plant. I had a flowering Christmas cactus, and the cleaner knocked it over and just binned it and didn't tell me until after the fact, and I could have saved it. It was a present from my mother-in-law, who then had a stroke, and it's like, yeah, was really grumpy. Plants are amazing, and I pet mine all the time. I go past, like I brush past my Swiss cheese, and yeah, it's amazing. You ready for this one? This is Dark Queen of the Sea. We finished part 7. Go the right direction. Part 7 was the corners here, and the crown, and the coral antlers. Okay, now what I did with this, if it will focus when I stop moving quite so much, this bit here, I actually blended 743 and Petite Treasure Braids PB4, I think it is. I also did C310. Camera's being a dill. C310 is the back stitching, and then PB54 is the little dots inside. So that's me personalizing it, and I didn't put it quite as high as Aaron had in his pattern, so I dropped it down maybe halfway from the original. But she's got the magic happening. He said he has styled this on Art Deco. So Aaron is the designer, Aaron Houston, and he is Autumn Lane Stitchery with Cassandra. What I have also done that people might not have seen, I took out the blue that was in her hair. I kind of felt like I'd stuffed it up. So took out the blue, I've put in an extra skunk stripe and put the purple, put 550 in the right hand side that I took the blue out of. A cheap place for you to get fabric. Gee, there are a couple of places. There is, oh gosh, what? Hey Drea. Yeah, I like Mystic Fabrics. She charges about $22 for a fat quarter. Stitch Me charges about $20 for a fat quarter. You can get Fabric of the Month, or you can get web fabric, so you can look online as well. Universal Stitch. Oh, okay. Okay, hang on. David, did you have the snake plant on your steering wheel? Because it was funny as all hell. It's kind of like you're taking the plant for a walk. Was that today? Yeah. Don't mind me. I get a little bit forgetful with the names. Which is really bad given my job. But anyway. This is my Heaven and Earth design, May the Road Rise. Now, I don't know if I've got the picture for this. I've had to cobble together. I got my Easy Count fabric from a local Australian store. I have cobbled together the fix that I need to do, but I don't know if I actually have the first page, because I don't have a color printer, so I might not have printed it. But basically what it says, I have an outro on my videos, and it's the Irish poem, May the road rise to meet you, may the wind be always at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. So this is basically that, and it's got a Celtic thingamajiggy animals down the side, like an L shape, and then you've got the Celtic lettering. So that's a Heaven and Earth design. It is my first Heaven and Earth design. It's not as involved, I think, as a full coverage. And to be honest, when I went onto the Heaven and Earth design page, there's 2,000 pages of cross-stitch designs to look at. Holy crap. Why are you so stunned, Danielle? Which bit are you up to? Did you just see the Dark Queen, or you just saw my Heaven and Earth design? Yeah, so yeah, it's a rabbit warren, and I couldn't pick anything, and then I kind of got stuck down the whole Randall Spangler and could I cross stitch a dragon. Yeah, that would be a lot of work. That would be like a 10-year project, but it would be really, really cool to have a Randall on cross stitch. This is my wool. Oh, right. So these are my bags that I've got. These are extra large heavy duty bags from AliExpress. And oh, I'm with you, Danielle. And then this is a bag that I went to get from my local Cotton On store. I don't know if you've got Cotton On over in the States or not. Basically it's a clothing store that's reasonably cheap. This is by Forbidden Fibre, and I'm not going to take all the bags out. I unbagged all of these over the Christmas, 12 days of Christmas, so Christmas Day to January 6th, I unbagged all of these while I was still convalescing. So this is my Forbidden Fibre Metamorph Megas knitting, and I love it to bits. So the Pico Start was a brand new to me. It's basically like a bobbly edge. Didn't have a clue of anything. The instructions are really, really clear. If you have I would get an Easy Count, which is the gridded fabric, Christy. I don't think you need to get a colour unless it's a partial. Then you've got, so it starts off with Moaning Myrtle is the grey, And then it goes into the next color, which was, I'm not quite sure what it was called. It might be in here actually. That's Fox. It's not Polyjuice. Polyjuice was green. 5. No, I don't have this bag of 2, so I can't remember what number 2 was called. But then you started doing this stitch, which is a slip stitch, which is really cool. And the green is the Polyjuice, Polyjuice Potion. So it talks about, you know, the little Polyjuice Potion. And we also got these buttons as part of it. So this is the Forbidden Fiber Harry Potter Year 2 Chamber of Secrets box. It was so good to unbox each of these. They were all wrapped up and everything. It was really cool. And then the red is Fox, and like, how cool are those colors? Heaven and Earth design for the design. Now you've got one of those. So the Easy Count fabric. No, if you want Easy Count fabric, is it 1, 2, 3 stitch? I think is a lot of places that people in the US use. They are an online fabric store, but Easy Count is what you're looking for. I don't know if Joann's or Michael's sell something like that, but it's basically, it's a 25 count, which is what most of the heads suit. David, do you have any clue for US based where might be good for those kind of things? And then 5, we've got the parcel tongue, so it's green, and it goes through different colors. There's one of them, I think it's month 9, is What's the Purpose of a Rubber Duck? And it's yellow, and the colors are just amazing. So I've sent a message through to Kirsten. I keep going to say Kristen. No, I think it's Kristen, sorry. Kristen is the girl who's designed this, and I just wanted to double check. The pattern seems to imply that you alternate your colors, but the model stitch that I saw didn't seem to do that, so I'm not quite sure, because they're both very different. I think this is the last cross stitch that I have. Is it? What's that one? Oh no, it's not. I have one more. So this is Harry Potter. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Hello, Sarah. Welcome to my live FlossTube. I don't normally go live, but I did because I needed to catch up. I needed to get the video up and out, and there was a slot. So I did it. Alright, this is my Harry Potter. Now, you don't get to see this all that often. I so love that top banner. Like, so proud of that top banner. It's ridiculous. The moon, the smoke from the train, everything. I love it to bits. That is my wand, which I think it's walnut. I put some extra shading on that as well. I rearranged the houses to reflect earth, air, fire, water. So that's the lineup they go. Thank you for coming, Autistic Perspective. I will see you again in somebody else's live. And I have basically just cracked on with those parchment things. It's just a pain in the ass getting those done. I did the dark brown first. Somebody else is starting out on the parchment. They were going to be doing it on oatmeal, and other people had been doing it on white or fairly light background, and yeah, I think they just found that they couldn't see anything. But one of the tips was do the dark color first, and then you can see what you're doing. And then I've been doing the envelopes, so I'm getting there slowly but surely. They need to have like the wax stamp put on them and the back stitching and stuff like that. So I did this, which is the howler. That's an extra in the files. There's a lot of extras in the files on the Facebook group, Stitch Your Own Adventure, Cunning Cross Stitch. But Stuart is allowing a lot of, you know, these own creations to go in. So it is actually one stitch too narrow, but it works. So that's the howler, and I need to put a howler in somewhere because, you know, Ma Weasley sends the howler to Ron, and it was an awesome piece in the movie. So that is my Harry Potter, and I'm cracking on with Harry Potter whenever the monthly stitch-alongs are finished. So in order of, I suppose, importance would be my Dark Queen of the Sea, and then my Clouds Factory. And from Clouds Factory then what do I do? My knitting is in the car only. So that isn't something that gets done on the couch. Dark Queen is the main priority. This month there was only like, I counted it, it was 1,400 odd stitches, so it was really short. So that I think took 2 nights to do. So she was cracked out. And then there was this one, which is Nerdy Cross Stitch Along. This is, sorry, the Nerdy Cross Stitch Appreciation Society. This one's really cool. This is War's design. Well, she had the concept. Her boyfriend, fiance Dean, came up with the doodle, I think. And then Justin Freeman, who is big in the group, he has designed the pattern, or converted it to the pattern. So you've got the nerd. It will say nerd in the end. And although he was playing with us today saying it was going to say Nero. So you've got the TARDIS Pac-Man, and then this one is Mario. I was looking at it initially going, what is it? I don't get it. Thinking it looked familiar, but not familiar enough. This is called Adobe, and this is Mystic Fabrics, I think, does Adobe, and I just cut a swatch off because it's it was only needing a tiny bit. This is actually 18 count, but it's really nice to stitch on, and it's 2/1 on the Ada. So yeah, but the color is awesome. So Adobe by Mystic Fabrics. I think it's got about 9 colors in that kit. It's only got 4 parts in it, so it's, you know, finished in April. So that's that one. Let me show you my book if I can reach it. This is what I'm using as my book for my cross stitch projects. So it's just been sealed in a soft resin, so it still works like a notebook, and it's just somewhere to put the details. So Bee Stitch Me was the tree hugger, which was the bright green. Clouds Factory has Picture This Plus Ariel. Now Clouds Factory don't sell retail, they only sell through wholesale, so you'd have to order it through your local needlework shop. The Nerdy Cross Stitch Along is Mystic Fabrics. It's an 18 count Ada, and that one is roughly 11 by 3.5 inches, but on 18 count it's even smaller because I think M designed it for 14 count. But yeah, the color is amazing. I picked it because I've been getting Mystic and Bee Stitch Me now for 12 months, and I have a little bit of a stash, quite a big stash, and I literally just went into the floss toss, had most of the flosses and picked the fabric that way, and that was it. Dark Queen of the Sea is on Under the Sea Fabrics. It's the Autumn Lane Stitchery, and all of the extra threads and everything else were all part of the kit. So the special, she's got beads. You can still get them from Under the Sea Fabrics by Leslie if you're interested in joining in with the Dark Queen. There are 3 petite treasure braids used, and then there's a few beads, different colors, and the fabric was designed for this kit. And then you get your monthly download from Autumn Lane Stitchery, and it's emailed to you then for whatever email you use in your Etsy. And yeah, so if you purchase it now, you're going to get all 7 parts downloaded straight away, and then there's 5 to go, and then you can just catch up when you can. You found 14 count, but you had trouble. Project is 1625 high. Sorry. Oh, you're saying, hang on. So you're saying the inches is 1625 Yeah, 30 by 26 is huge. Oh, no, it's not. The other way round, though, the other orientation, yes, you could flip it sideways. So you'd be working where the 16 says the 26 and the 30 for the 25. Yeah, that's heaps of border. Well, it's 2 inches. So find the center and work from the center. Hey, Mel. It's from learning to cross stitch. Look, it's easy enough. Find a simple little project. You can often get the simple little projects from magazines and stuff. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go into these because I haven't actually opened these, but I've got 2 magazines I need to flip through. Not the Fox thing. No, I have it here. 2 magazines? No. Oh, yes, 2 magazines. So I've got the World of Cross Stitch I need to open. I've got Cross Stitcher magazine that I need to open, and I still need to do Just Cross Stitch magazine. The Just Cross Stitch magazine is the digital version, and flipping through that on the screen on the computer is really, really cool. So I've got to go through all of that and show you, because this thing, the World of Cross Stitch, is actually the Christmas edition. That's how far behind I am on my magazines. Australia's behind anyway, but aren't those hedgehogs cute? But you get these extras with the real magazine. You don't get any extras with the digital version. And then this is the other Christmas edition. So it's got Halloween projects and it's got Christmassy stuff. So cross stitcher. So I'll get around to doing those as well. Thank you for joining us, Rachel. I'm pretty much done through my stash for this month anyway, so I have no idea how long I've been jabbering for, so went on about 50 minutes. See, that's kind of my FlossTube length. So yeah, yeah, watch the FlossTube. It depends on what kind of kits that you like. I mean, you could, if you like doing samplers, start with a sampler. If you like doing the cutesy kind of stuff, Bothy threads, if you want to be enabled, go and watch Cal's live. We yeah, well, we kind of threw a whole heap of links in there for some really cute, now what we started off with mermaids, and then we got involved in mermaid unicorns, and then we got involved in dinosaurs, and then I think we ended up with Grogu. So there's a stitch designer that we found. Deborah ended up buying the $40 pack, which basically gives you 500 plus lifetime membership to this Etsy store, and you can just have at it. I mean, one pattern is, you know, $5. You only need to be purchasing 8 from this seller to be already up front with the $40 purchase. So yeah, it was a bit of a no-brainer. And Abra was kind of hovering, kind of will I, won't I. And then I think she was really mean and she said that I should actually purchase, seeing as I'm the one enabling. So I haven't yet. But I think you've got 24 hours for that offer. Normally it's $80 for a year. So if $40 is your thing, then absolutely. Danielle, you were in the live. Can you grab the link and I will give you a wrench for when you get back? That would be really cool. So yeah, if you could get that link. I can't remember what her was it the stitch? Was it just the stitch or something? On Etsy? And then there was another one. What was it? A little bit. Was it a little bit more? Yeah, I know, we're terrible. Cal's live. I get the links and the girls get the links, and yeah. And Cal shows the pictures, so we all get enabled, and then Millie is in the background kind of going, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. No, she did not. Oh no. Oh, I think I'd cry. This, look, all she's losing is the links, really. I mean, okay, the chit chat is really cool too, but Oh dear. I'll have to catch up on the news. All right, look, I'm going to wrap it up though. Thank you so much for joining me. If you aren't already a subscriber on my channel, please subscribe. Ring the bell for updates as to when I post videos. I do normally post videos. FlossTube stuff kind of goes up on the weekends. I may or may not do a knit crate or a darn good yarn unboxing midweek. I do diamond painting on Wednesdays if I do a whip and chat, or I may do a knitting or a stitching kind of whip and chat, so just a craft with me kind of thing. Right. What? All her donations? Oh, because she cancelled. I'll talk to Cal. I'll send her a message and see what's going on. So yeah, if you would like to, you can ring the bell and you can get the videos. I don't often go live, so I happen to be doing short work days at the moment, so I have a bit of time. The kids went next door because it's a day off for them as well. So yeah, I have some peace and quiet too. And even the peanut gallery has been reasonably quiet. He said he would join in, but he didn't.
Not say that. I said I might get a beer.
Oh, he was going to watch. Sorry, he was going to watch the entertainment.
I've been listening to it instead. Cheers.
Right. Have you had your...
Time for second beer.
Yeah, and you know what? So yeah, join. And look, there is a membership. I'm still trying to get my head around the membership. Yeah, but my live available time, Danielle, unfortunately would be when everyone is sleeping, because it would be evening, and then it'd be crazy with dinners and stuff like that. So I'd love to go live on a more regular basis, but yeah. Yeah, me trying to go live while he's cooking, yeah, that could probably work. But when I'm working full time, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because we go on the walks on a Saturday. He likes to get out the door early on a Saturday morning, and then Sunday is when I do my whip and chat recordings. So I don't know, can I do a whip and chat and do all the jabbering on everything else? I don't know. Yeah, it was lovely to see you, Mel. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you all for joining me, and yeah, I will see you around on the tubes as always. I will try and do this on the fly because I have it pre-recorded. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, and the wind fall. No, may the wind fall. No. May the wind fall soft upon your face, and may the sunshine warm upon your back. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. How's that for impromptu? All right, look, take care, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on my live. If you are here on the replay, just hashtag replay and enjoy all the flossy goodness that you have got to see for the last hour and a bit. Bye!